A new collaboration between two automotive giants, delays to the EU's discussions around its 2035 CO2 targets, and are drivers switching back to internal combustion engine vehicles. This is the Automotive Update, presented by Autovista24. I'm Phil Curry, Special Content Editor for Autovista24, here with the latest edition of the Automotive Update. I'm here to take you through the last 7 days of automotive news. We start with the announcement that Ford is to partner with Renault on battery electric vehicles and vans. The agreement will see the development of 2 Ford-branded electric vehicles based on the Ampere platform that underpins the Renault 5, Renault 4 and the upcoming Renault Twingo. These vehicles will be produced at Renault's Electricity manufacturing plant in the north of France. Designed by Ford with Renault Group, the 2 cars will feature distinctive driving dynamics, authentic Ford brand DNA, and intuitive experiences. They mark the first step in a comprehensive new product offensive for Ford in Europe. The first of these 2 vehicles is expected in showrooms in early 2028. Motoring Group, the RAC, has predicted that the partnership could signal a return for the Ford Fiesta. The model was discontinued in 2023 as the car maker focused on larger vehicles. However, a revival in the small car market and lack of presence could see the popular vehicle return with the underpinnings of the Renault 5. This is not the first time Ford has partnered with another car maker to produce battery electric vehicles. The brand recently worked with Volkswagen, utilising its MEB platform to develop the Ford Explorer and Ford Capri. The news came as Ford announced its strategic plan for the European market. The brand will further strengthen its successful Ford Pro commercial vehicle division, expand the Ford passenger car range with distinctive new vehicles, and optimise its industrial system to drive scale and cost efficiencies. This week, the European automotive industry anticipated the publication of a new proposal by the EU Commission. This was expected to revise the 2035 ban on the sale of new CO2-emitting cars and vans, Reuters reported. However, the Commission confirmed that the announcement has been pushed back and is now expected on the 16th of December. Member states and automotive players have been calling for a course correction on the existing 2035 plans. At the beginning of December, ASEA Director General Sigrid de Vries drew attention to the industry's slow post-COVID-19 recovery and slow investment in charging infrastructure. She said that the consequence is that the 2030 and 2035 CO2 targets for cars and vans are no longer realistic. De Vries went on to set out 5 recommendations. These included a differentiated approach for cars, trucks and vans, more focus on consumer stimulus, and regulatory simplification. Alongside this, she advised a careful approach to plans for enforcing the making of parts in Europe. Another major point was greater technological neutrality, particularly when it comes to alternative powertrains. Book Transport and Environment's Director for Cars, Lucien Mathieu, said that allowing biofuels and plug-in hybrids after 2035 may give them short-term comfort, but strategically it is a mistake that risks pushing the European industry into a dead end. To keep up to date with this story, make sure you sign up for our email. That way, you'll get our insights directly to your inbox. There's a sign-up form at the bottom of our homepage at autovista24.com. Follow us on LinkedIn and check out our YouTube channel too. There you'll find What Is Explainer videos, launch report insights, and webinar recordings. And of course, subscribe to the Autovista24 podcast wherever you listen to us. China's Commerce Ministry has said negotiations with the EU over a minimum price plan for Chinese-built electric vehicles have restarted. Reuters has reported that the ministry has urged the bloc not to talk independently with manufacturers. The EU approved tariffs of up to 45.3% in October 2024, with different levels for manufacturers after the European Commission began investigating whether Chinese car makers were benefiting from unfair subsidies that could impact competition in Europe. China insists its manufacturers are simply more competitive than their European counterparts, and Beijing has been urging Brussels to accept a minimum price plan in place of tariffs. Reuters reports that analysts believe the EU is a vital market for Chinese manufacturers who face shrinking margins at home due to price wars and deflation. A new study by EY has revealed that many global car buyers are shifting back from electric vehicles to internal combustion engines. The EY Mobility Consumer Index shows that 50% of global car buyers intend to purchase an internal combustion engine vehicle in the next 24 months. This is an increase of 13 percentage points from 2024. In addition, battery electric vehicle preference has fallen to 14%, a drop of 10 percentage points. Meanwhile, hybrid preference has declined to 16%, down 5 percentage points. The report also shows that 51% of prospective electric vehicle buyers say their plans remain unchanged, but 36% are reconsidering or delaying their purchases due to geopolitical developments. Range anxiety appears to continue to be one of the top barriers for consumers choosing internal combustion engines over electric vehicles, according to the report. 29% of respondents cited this as their top concern, while 28% pointed to the lack of charging infrastructure. Konstantin M. Gall, EY Global Aerospace, Defense and Mobility Leader, commented that consumers are weighing the realities of policy shifts, cost pressures, and uneven charging infrastructure. The long-term trend appears to be a shift away from a purely electric approach towards a more diversified future for vehicle powertrains, with different vehicle technologies serving different customer needs. In autonomous technology news, Mercedes-Benz and Momenta are ushering in the next stage of automated driving with the launch of an SAE Level 4 robotaxi service. The carmaker, together with its advanced driver assistance systems partner for China, is announcing this driverless shuttle service based on the new Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Following an initial test phase in Abu Dhabi, the partners intend to roll out the service more broadly to other locations and markets. Meanwhile, Stellantis and mobility platform Bolt have entered a partnership to jointly explore the development and deployment of Level 4 autonomous vehicles for commercial operations across Europe. The collaboration will combine Stellantis' AV-ready platforms, specifically the EK0 medium-sized van and STLA small platforms, with Bolt's extensive mobility network. Bolt currently provides ride-hailing services in more than 50 countries, including 23 EU member states, and aims to integrate Stellantis' autonomous vehicles into its shared mobility platform to provide fully autonomous driverless ride-hailing services. By 2029, only 5% of car makers will maintain strong AI investment growth, a decline from over 95% today. That is the forecast from business and technology insights company Gartner. The firm predicts that only a handful of automotive companies will maintain ambitious AI initiatives after the next 5 years. Organizations with strong software foundations, tech-savvy leadership, and a consistent, very long-term focus on AI will pull ahead from the rest, creating a competitive AI divide. Pedro Paggio, VP analyst at Gartner, said that the automotive sector is currently experiencing a period of AI euphoria, where many companies want to achieve disruptive value even before building strong AI foundations. This euphoria will eventually turn into disappointment as these organizations are not able to achieve the ambitious goals they set for AI. As car makers rapidly integrate advanced robotics into their assembly lines, Gartner also predicts that by 2030, at least one manufacturer will achieve fully automated vehicle assembly, marking a historic shift in the automotive sector. Don't forget you can stay up to date with the latest automotive news and market analysis on autovista24.com and find us on LinkedIn and YouTube. A big thank you to James Roberts, Autovista24's web editor, for co-producing this episode. The music was Better Find a Solution Fast by Richard Ames. Thank you for listening to the Autovista 24 podcast.